waves crash on the shore of my heart, your grace washes me clean. I've walked away so many times, but still you choose me. To the one who lived and the one who died, I lift my hands and sing. So brilliant and so radiant, what a beautiful mystery. Let's sing that together. As your waves crash on the shore of my heart, your grace washes me clean. I've walked away so many times, but still you choose me. To the one
stories, you gotta hang on to them. They all have something in common. You gotta figure it out. Well, if you don't, I'll tell you in a little bit. So, Pastor Sarah, Sister Kate, really cool Dan, would you come on up? Well, you should clap for them like you're supposed to.
Ben asked us to introduce ourselves. So I guess the one thing I would say, I was thinking about what I would say to you all, is I think what I would say is I am appropriately named. My name is Sarah, and you remember from Sarah in the Bible, when Sarah was told what her call is, that she was going to have a baby very late in life. No, I'm not pregnant. When Sarah was told that she was going to have a baby, she laughed. And to me, that is what faith is. That is where my faith begins, is with joy. I don't take myself too seriously, and it is my hope and my desire that my years here at Calvary Lutheran here and Minong with all of you will be about that, about us walking together and trying to figure out exactly how it is that our God, who is so amazing, what that God is calling each and every one of us to do. Primarily, it is to be joyful and faithful. So thank you all for coming here today. And I also, so that's my story, little one. Now I'm going to read, as Ben said, from the Bible. This is a reading from 2 Kings. Now the wife of a member of the company of prophets cried to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord. But a creditor has come to take my 2 children as slaves." Elisha said to her, "What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in the house?"
I'm beginning my 16th year here in Minong. Actually, I'm retired from my profession previously, which was teaching, and also then later as a psychotherapist. I'm a volunteer at our cluster of 3 parishes at Sullivan Springs, at Gordon, and here at Minong. And as far as what I do in the churches here, it's, well, whatever needs to be done. And I would like to share with you this morning a story of faith and hope from St. Mark, chapter 4, verse 35 to 41. The calming of a storm at sea. On that day, as evening drew on, he said to them, "Let us cross to the other side." Leaving the crowd, they took him with them in the boat, just as he was.
Brothers, we do not want you to be ignorant of those who fall asleep, or to grieve like the rest of men who have no hope. We believe that Jesus died and rose again, and so we believe that God will bring with Jesus.
Have you ever heard that story? And what they're telling you is that they're saying, I bought into the wrong storyline. It cost me big time. There's a steep consequence if you live in the false narrative. So we come to the scripture passages, the text that I want to show you, 3 stories. Old Testament, New Testament. Pretty amazing. They all have something in common. They have the striking parallel that each of these stories, God breaks into the status quo with a storyline of his own. You think back to the first story that Pastor Sarah read. A widow is steep in debt. She lost her husband, can't pay the bills. Somehow, apparently, children could be used as collateral. It's a storyline that God is far away. And so that there is a God, and he made the world, but, you know, you can try to pray to him, but he's probably not going to pay attention. It's a big picture story that defines how we live our life. Here's another one. Here's a storyline. The most important thing in life is getting stuff and doing things that feel good. So pleasure and materialism are the driving beat. And it defines how we should treat our integrity. So hey, a little lie here, a little lie there, but as long as we get more stuff, if that's your storyline, are you following me? Yep. And then they get to the scriptures, the truth of scriptures, which declare unequivocally, from beginning to end, of Jesus Christ. He's the capstone, the centerpiece of all the Bible. Jesus Christ, the eternal God, the unique Son.
You said what the future could be, but what's it doing losing your sleep? All the things you can't control. You say that you could never move on, but each day is a new song. So I live in gas. Look up, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new chance, and a brand new way. That's why I am here to say, oh, there's a mountain among yes, let it go, let it easy, let it go, to keep moving on the road. Make the day, yeah. Whoa. Jesus keeps me from all wrong, and I'm satisfied as long as I'm let me walk close to thee.
And you are?
Hey everybody, I'm Ben Kidder, and this is my good friend Sarah.
Hi, I'm Pastor Sarah Pearson.
Okay, so you had a ecumenical community service here at the Minong Summer Days festivals.
Free church in the beer tent. Absolutely.
Okay. So how'd this all come about? This is kind of a neat idea.
Well, this is our 3rd year running. 3 years ago, we had a worship leader in worship concert, and he was in on a Saturday night. We thought, well, why not use a tent Sunday morning and have an outreach service, a chance to have worship in a way that's not quite as intimidating as a church. So that was the birth of Church in the Beer Tent.
Okay. And this is your first year involvement?
That's true. I've actually just been in the area about 4 weeks.
Okay.
And Pastor Ben gave me a call and said, would you like to be involved? And of course. So
what did you think about this, you know, the ecumenical aspect of it, you know?
I think it's really important, especially the way our country is now, with us liking to put each other in boxes, Democrat, Republican, whatever, and just to come together and say, you know what, none of that stuff matters. Boxes and labels are not good. They cause divisions instead of creating relationships. And that's what today's about. It's about relationships to one another and to the same God that we all believe in.
Yeah, I thought it was a neat worship service. And anyway, well, thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you.
All right.